So welcome to today's digital SHG, and in this session we have basically three rounds. That is, first round is introduction by voluntary stammering. The second round will be creativity as well as an imagination test that I will tell you what to do, and the third round is obviously the question answering round. That is, in that round you can ask any questions or we can discuss issues related to stammering or your life. So just then I will be starting with the first round, that is introduction by voluntary stammering. So just give a short intro and just try to do the voluntarily technique. I will be starting with Sarak Chandra Punda. Please.
Hello everyone. My name is Sarak Chandra. I am doing my pre-tech in computer science and engineering from IIT in Indore. My hobbies are playing sports like basketball and badminton, and I watch a lot of movies and TV series. I have been with Teresa since 1 year. Thank you.
Okay, very thank you, Sarak Chandra Punda, for the wonderful introduction, and thank you for joining today's session. Next, I will request Ajay Yadav to please give a short intro using voluntary stammering.
Yeah.
Ajay Yadav.
Yeah, my name is Ajay. I'm from Hyderabad, and so now I'm working in an insurance company as a verification officer, and I want to become a software engineer. And I have this stammering problem since my childhood. So now, after joining in TISA group, I learned many things about the stammering. So after that, after attending this kind of meetings, then I understood what is how to overcome the fear while speaking with the strangers. So then about the prolongation, about the pronunciation, so how to do that and how to be motivated with them. And been speaking with many people from TISA group. So that's a great experience for me. So thank you. This is my introduction.
Okay, very thank you, Ajay Yadav ji, for the wonderful introduction, and very thank you for joining today's session.
Yeah.
So next, I will request Rohitenu sir to please give a
Thank you, Krishnendu. Thank you, Krishnendu, and good evening all. My name is Rohitenu Mishra, and I am staying in Bangalore since last 18 years, and I am working in IT company called Ericsson in R&D department as a senior technical lead, and I am working with cloud computing platform. Actually, my native place is Allahabad, which is also called as a Prayagraj nowadays, and my hobbies are playing and watching cricket. I do a lot of meditation and yoga. Apart from that, I am trying to do MBA, executive MBA from IIM Bangalore. So I'm trying to enroll for that. Thanks a lot, Krishnendu.
Okay, very thank you, Rohitendra sir, for the wonderful introduction, and also very much thanks for joining this session. Next, I will request Enjoy Life to please give a small intro using voluntary stammer.
Hello everyone, my name is Sandeep Swaran and I am working as the exercise instructor in Chennai Custom Zone and in present I am posted at Trichy Airport, International Airport, and in education I post graduated from Kurukshetra University and my native place is Jind district Haryana. And if I talk about my hobbies are playing cricket and see the movies and doing yoga exercise and I joined the TISA in 2018 and I learned a lot of things from TISA and it helps me a lot of regarding my confidence and my hobbies and my attitude towards the stammering. Okay, thank you.
Okay, okay, very thank you, Enjoy Life, for the wonderful introduction. Next, I will request Rajiv Bala to give a small intro using voluntary stammering. Rajiv Bala.
Hello everyone, my name is Rajiv Barla. My age 24 years old. I've done graduation in BCom from Siddharth College in Mumbai University, and my native place is Odisha, and I am part of TISA from last 4 months, and it has helped a lot. Thank you.
Okay, very thank you, Rajiv Bala, for the wonderful introduction. So next, I will request Santosh Oli to give a small intro. Santosh Oli, yes.
Yes, thank you, sir. My name is Santosh Oli. I am from Uttarakhand and I live in Agra nowadays. And I am 18 years old and I am pursuing BSc first year from BDRAU University, Agra. And my hobbies is playing cricket, reading books, and listening songs. And I joined TISA 2 days ago, and I feel that my confidence level raised, and I can now overcome this stammering.
Okay, okay, very thank you, Santosh Oli. And yes, your confidence has increased and you can obviously overcome the stammering. Very thank you, Santosh Oli, for joining today's session.
Thank you, sir.
Next, I will request Mahesh Musagond to please give a small intro. Mahesh, please unmute your mic. Well, there is some issue with the network, I guess. So I will request Nishit Patel to give a small intro using voluntary stammering. Nishit Patel.
I am audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Hello.
Oh, Nishit. Yes, please.
My name is निशित पटेल. मैं मेरा इंट्रोडक्शन हिंदी में देना चाहूँगा. तो
प्लीज.
मेरा नाम निशित पटेल है. मैं गुजरात के मेहसाणा जिले के ऊंझा गांव में रहता हूँ. मैंने बैचलर ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग इन मैकेनिकल किया हुआ है. मैं अभी अमान इंडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी में एज अ असिस्टेंट मैनेजर प्रोडक्शन की जॉब कर रहा हूँ। हमारी कंपनी एक लीडिंग रोड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग मशीनरीज बनाने वाली कंपनी है, जिनकी हेड ब्रांच स्विट्जरलैंड में है। मेरी शादी हो गई है। मेरे 2 बच्चे हैं। लड़की 9th स्टैंडर्ड में पढ़ती है और लड़का 4th स्टैंडर्ड में पढ़ता है। दिस इज माय इंट्रोडक्शन।
ओके, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद निशित जी फॉर द वंडरफुल इंट्रोडक्शन। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद
जी।
नेक्स्ट आई विल रिक्वेस्ट प्रकाश आंटी टू गिव अ स्मॉल इंट्रो।
या नमस्ते दोस्तों।
Yes, namaste.
Yeah, that was the only word I know in Hindi. Myself, Prakash from Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. I had completed my undergraduation in Jamal Muhammad College. That is Bachelor of Computer Application. After completion of my undergraduation, then I pursued my post-graduation in the same college, that is Master of Computer Application. After completion of my both undergraduation as well as my UG, and I am currently preparing for the competitive examination. My hobbies are practicing yoga and reading books. These are my concise introduction. Over to Krishna and Ben.
Okay, very thank you, Prakash Andy, and very thank you for joining the session. And obviously, the best part of introduction is your smile. Very thank you. Next, I will request Rahul to give a short intro. Rahul,
Yeah,
using voluntary stammering.
sure. Hey. My name is Rahul Hirani. I am a software engineer. I work with Walmart Labs. I have been associated with TISA since last 7, and I basically belong to Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. That's all about me.
Hello.
Hello,
sir.
Okay, very thank you, Rahul, for the wonderful introduction. Yes, Mahesh, please give a small intro.
Sir, my name is
Mahesh Bhutwan.
Yes, sir. My name is Mahesh Bhutwan. I am from Bijapur. I am working as an accountant in a private company. And I accept, I am a stammerer. Okay, this is about my introduction.
Okay, very thank you, Mahesh ji, for the wonderful introduction, and I hope that you will obviously enjoy the session. Very thank you.
Okay.
Next, I will request Dipanjan to give a small, concise intro, and then just we will move to the second round. That is the most interesting round for today's session.
Yes. Good evening, guys. My name is Dipanjan Das, and I am from Rishra, and I am a BTech engineer and currently working in Tata Consultancy Services, and I have joined TISA in last February. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, very thank you, Dipanjan. Yes, very well tried voluntary stammering. Okay, so I will just say my name using voluntary stammering. Hello guys, my name is case Karim. Okay, so this is just my introduction, just to not waste the time more. So now it's time to for round two. In this round two, what we will do is that I will share you I, means I will tell a story you. Okay, I will tell a story. In that story, uh, what you have to do is that uh, in my story there will be one ending, and what you have to do is that you have to change the ending of the story and create a new story. Okay, you miss after telling the story, you will be allotted, and you have to just describe the ending that is with a different ending, and you have to end the story. So with this, I will just start the story. The story is.
Krishnendu, just one thing I need to ask.
Yes, please, Rahul.
Yeah, so like, do we need to change the like the main of the story, or just we have to change the ending? That's all.
No, oh yes. Miss, you have to try to change the ending only. Okay, the starting part will be same. Just use your mind and use your creativity to give a funnier sense or any other sense to the story. Just at the ending. Okay, Rahul. Okay, okay. So I will be just describing the story now. So once upon a time, there was a man who bought a baby elephant, and then he took care of the baby elephant and also nurtured him like his own baby. And always the man kept the baby elephant tying a knot into his leg. Years after years, that baby elephant grew up, and obviously the man used the baby elephant for traveling purposes. So when the baby elephant grew up, obviously from the childhood only, he is just tied with a soft string. But now he is a very old, grown, fully muscular elephant. So if he tries, he can easily break that string. But in his mind, he thinks that it is impossible for him since he is tied from the childhood. And till date, that elephant was with that man tied with the knot. So this is the story. Now I will just request one of the guys to give a different ending to this story. I hope everybody has understood what I am trying to say. Just give a different ending to this story. Okay? So for this, I will request Rahul to give a different ending
Okay.
to the story.
Yeah, okay. Just give me a minute. I'm just thinking.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
please.
Like, so one day,
Obviously, you have to change the story. Yes, please.
so one day that, I mean, when the uh, elephant realized that he's more muscular and he can yeah, break the knot, but he didn't do it because he didn't want to break the trust uh, trust uh, trust uh, of his master, because the master's only way to earn a living for his family was via the elephant. So elephant thought the same, that because my master feeds me and I and I help my master to feed his own family, so why to break the knot and run away?
Okay.
That's all.
Yes, very well, thank you, Rahul. Yes, you gave an emotional attachment of the elephant with the man, and due to that, the elephant has not broken the knot. So obviously, that's a different side of the story you have given. So very well, thank you, Rahul, for the wonderful views. So next, I will request Dipanjanda to give a funnier side on the story.
Okay, I
Yes,
don't know
please,
if it will
Dipanjanda.
be funnier or not, but anyway, I will try.
Yes.
So since the elephant was in captivity, like from the childhood, so he could not imagine like what it is to be with your family members and hang out with friends and move around in a fog. But he used to hear stories from others, like some other animals are going around in a pack, something like that. So, but he thought that since my master is feeding me really well, so I should be loyal to him always. I should listen to him always, and I should not break the chain in any way. But one day, it so happened that a group of elephants just broke down in that village, and they broke the nearby houses and all those things, and suddenly that elephant in the captivity saw those many elephants together. So then he realized that what is like to be with your family members and hang around in a pack. So the inner call came from inside him, like it is a nature's call, you can say, that that realization came from inside, that I should break the chain and I should go away. This is not my life here to be stand still in the same place, and just because my master is feeding me well, and I should be like a slave to him always. So he took the first step to break the chain, and then he just went away with the rest of the elephants, who came at that place. I'm sure it is not a funnier sight, but anyway. That's all, Krishnan.
Okay, very well, Dipanjanda. Though it was not much funnier, but yet you have given a wonderful direction in the story. Very well, thank you, Dipanjanda. So next, I will request Rohitendu sir to please give a final ending to this story.
Okay, thank you, Krishnendu. It is a very good story, and we have heard this story actually. So as we know that when elephant was young, actually he tried to break the string lot of times, but he was weak. He was not having much strength, so he was not successful in breaking the string or the chain. But when he became young and he became powerful, he was able to break the chain. But his mindset was not like that, because he never tried. Because from early childhood he was failure actually. He tried to break the chain multiple times, and he was not successful. But he came to know that now he has become powerful. His mindset is also changed. Now he can break the chain, And one day he broke the chain and became free. Once he became free, he went into the jungle and he enjoyed the life. He went into the ponds, enjoyed the good bath, and then went to jungle, eaten the fruits and all, bananas and all. But he was actually alone there. The animals were not cooperating with him. There were lions and all. So, and there were hunters around him, and they were trying to kill him for the ivory and all. So he thought actually my life is in danger here. So, and I was very safe in my master's custody, and I was not worrying about my food. I was not worrying about my shelter. I was not worrying about my safety. So I made a mistake, and I should be loyal to my master, and he decided to come back, and he came back. Uh, so, and the master also came to know that, yeah, uh, my dear elephant has come back, and he also happy. He also kept him. He also accepted him back actually. Thank you.
Okay, very well, thank you, Rohitendra sir. Yes, it was wonderful ending, and obviously because in life also at some point of time we are so much engrossed in the fantasy world that we forget the deeds and all the things that our family does for us. But at the same point, we also realize that who is the real person in our life and who all are fake to us. So very well, thank you, Rohitendra sir, for a wonderful ending. Next, I will request Prakash Sandi to give a Midas touch to the story.
Yeah, Krishna, thanks for giving the opportunity. The man bought the elephant, and he grow that elephant day to day, and that elephant very well know that he will break the chain, but he was not so powerful in the young. The days passed, months passed, years passed, and the elephant grown into a mature one, and finally realized that the elephant was the male one, and he want a partner. So so that elephant was searching for his partner, but on the other hand, the elephant want to loyal to his master also. Though some days the elephant break the chain, and the elephant went to the forest to search for the partner, and the elephant searched many areas, and finally he find that partner, and he enjoyed that day with their partner, and days passed. That elephant feel that searching for the food is kind of very difficulty, and many hunters searching for the ivory, and there was also no protection uh, by that other wild animals. So that that elephant planned to get to his master, not with his new partner, and master was really happy because though he that another elephant out. Yeah, over to Krishnan. Thank you.
Okay, very well, thank you, Prakash Sandi, for the wonderful ending to the story. Very, very thank you. And all the new members, if you don't have much idea about the techniques about the passing as well as the prolongation, so I will be using the technique, just focus on my speech so that you will learn how I'm going to use the techniques. Next, I will request Sarat Chandra Punna to give a different ending and a different direction to the story.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, there was a man and he bought a elephant. When the elephant was a bit young, it doesn't have the strength to cut the rope and escape. So it started believing that yeah, I should be in like in this I should be here for ever. And then slowly as it grew up, though it has become big and it has got the strength to break the chain. It just believed that no, I can't do that, and slow and then and then slowly for a while its life went on like this. After uh, after many okay, okay, this is the same as like what Dipanjan Das was saying. Okay, so yeah, so uh, so uh, so after a while, it saw the elephant saw a bunch of elephants roaming around, and okay, fine. So after a while, the elephant saw some other elephants being very strong and being able to drag many people around. So then it slowly started believing that it is possible with it too, and it just tried tried to cut the rope once, and it came very easily, and it was shocked, and it ran away.
Okay, very thank you, Sir Chandrapurna, for the wonderful ending to the story. Yes, very well tried. Very thank you. I will request all the new members to please listen to the story, and your work will be to give a different ending to the story. So all the new members. Next, I will request Nisitji to please give a different direction to the story. Yes. Nisitji, please unmute your mic. Yes, please.
मैं स्टोरी बोलने का स्टार्ट करता हूँ। तो पहले तो मैं क्या है हिंदी में बोलूंगा और मैं हाथी को एक नाम दूंगा जिसका नाम होगा रामू, और जो हाथी के जो मालिक है उसका नाम है राजेश भाई, क्योंकि राजेश भाई का मतलब राजेश खन्ना जी के बारे में, क्योंकि हमारी हिंदी में एक फिल्म आई थी हाथी मेरे साथी। ओके, तो हिंदी में हाथी का नाम था रामू, हीरो का नाम मुझे मालूम नहीं, लेकिन राजेश खन्ना हीरो थे, तो मतलब राजेश जी उससे बोलूंगा। तो राजेश जी एक हाथी को पालते हैं बचपन से, उसका नाम रामू रखते हैं। वो उसकी बहुत अच्छी तरह देखभाल करते हैं, खाना पीना बहुत अच्छा खिलाते हैं और पूरे अपने बच्चे की तरह देखभाल, अपने भाई की तरह देखभाल करते हैं। तो जैसे जैसे दिन बीतता जाता है, रामू बड़ा होता जाता है, तो थोड़ा बड़ा हुआ तो वो एक ही तरह की लाइफ से थोड़ा बोर होने लगा। तो उन्होंने एक दिन मतलब हाथी ने एक दिन डोरी तोड़ के भागने का भी ट्राई किया, लेकिन वो सक्सेस नहीं हो पाया, क्योंकि उस वक्त वो थोड़ा कमजोर था या छोटा था। तो जैसे जैसे वो यंग हुआ तो उसका उपयोग राजेश जी सर्कस में वगैरह में अपना पेट भरने के लिए, अपना गुजरान चलाने के लिए करने लगे। हाथी का खेल दिखाने के लिए भी उस हाथी का उपयोग करने लगे। एक छोटा सा सर्कस उन्होंने बनाया, उसमें भी उसका उपयोग करने लगे। तो वो थोड़ा बोर होने लगा और सोचने लगा कि अगर मौका मिलेगा तो मैं कभी भी भाग जाऊंगा। तो एक दिन हाथी ने मौका पाके भाग गया वहां से। जब वो बड़ा हुआ तब वहां से भाग गया, भाग के थोड़े दूर जंगल में गया। तो जंगल में उसे खुली आजादी तो मिली, लेकिन साथ में ये भी एहसास हुआ कि जब वो अपने मालिक के पास था तो वो बहुत खुश था, मतलब मालिक उसका बहुत अच्छी तरह देखभाल करता था। उसका एहसास उसको जंगल में जाने के बाद हुआ, क्योंकि जंगल में जाने के बाद उस हाथी को हर चीज के लिए सरवाइव करना पड़ा, जैसे खाने के लिए, मतलब जीने के लिए, क्योंकि वहां पे और भी जानवर होते थे, हंटर भी आते थे, तो उसके साथ साथ उसको बचना भी पड़ता था। तो जब उसको वो एहसास हुआ कि हाँ मैं अपनी जगह पे ही सही था, तो वो भाग के आ जाता है अपने मालिक राजेश जी के पास। और वहां आने के बाद राजेश जी भी खुश हो जाते हैं कि हाँ वो वापस आ गया, और हाथी जी उसके साथ रहने लगता है और अपनी बाकी की पूरी जिंदगी उसके साथ खुशी खुशी बिता देता है। That's end of my story.
Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, okay. Very, thank you, Nisip ji, for the wonderful ending to the story. And yes, Hathi Mere Sathe, you have
Thank you.
obviously regained the memories of the film. Very, thank you.
Thank you, Krishna ji.
Yes. Next, I will request Rajiv Balla to give a different direction to the story. Rajiv Balla.
Okay, so the man takes the elephant when he's small and feeds him well and takes good care of him, and he uses him to travel to different places. But when the elephant becomes older, he has the power to break the chains. He is muscular and tall, but it is his mindset that he is still thinking that he is still that small elephant who cannot break the chains. So we can also reflect it in our life that when we face any problem in our childhood, like if bullying or something like that, people put us down. So when we grow older, we still think that we don't have confidence or we shy from doing a lot of things. We don't take step forward and face our fears. But the reality is that when we are older, we have the power, we have the choice to take our own decisions, and we just need courage to break the chains and face our fear. When we get out of comfort zone, then only we can do a lot of things in our life. So this is one thing we can take from the story, that we have the courage. We just need to use it in a right way. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rajiv Bala, for the wonderful ending. But before that, I will just tell you that please adjust your mic in such a way that we can see your face, because now we can just only see your mouth. Okay. And yes, thank you, Rajiv Bala. And you have obviously a very calm speech. That's a very good sign for a stammerer. So, thank you, Rajiv Bala. Yes. Next, I will request Santosh Oli. Santosh Oli. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Please.
As you told, sir, the elephant become muscular and strong. So one day he broke the chain, possibly, and went to rush area around from people. Unfortunately, there was a circus near him. So some people reported that the one elephant one elephant was trying to destroy the all stuff. So some people trapped him to circus. uh, there he stayed hungry and beaten by the people because he don't want to learn the the like kartab for circus. So so uh, the so the circus staff teased him like uh, kartab for entertaining people. At the time, elephant realized that I did not try to break the rope, uh, and he fortunately broke the rope and back again to the first person that he nurtured him. So so uh, 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 when he went back to the first person, uh, he took a bunch of banana from jungle as a gift for him. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, very, very thank you, Santosh Oli, for the wonderful ending to the story. Very, very thank you. So, I will just give a different direction to the story. Just actually, that I want to share is that one day, what happened is that a beggar came to the elephant owner's house and asked to give him some money as well as food. But on that day, what the owner was in a very bad mood, so he just told many bad linguistic things to the beggar and just threw him out of his house. With that humiliation, the beggar thought to take the revenge. So when he was coming out from the house, he saw that a big elephant is being tied in his home. So he thought of an idea. What he did is that every day he brought some vegetables as well as fruits. And I mean, it was obviously from the streets because it's a village. And every day he fed the elephant. And in such a way that the owner didn't know that that the beggar was feeding his elephant. So after some days as well as after some weeks, what happened is that there was a bond between the beggar as well as the elephant. After some days of the company of the beggar, and they were very good friends. So one day the beggar took the opportunity and untied the knot of the elephant and took the elephant with him, means to cities and towns. After that, what happens is that that beggar used the elephant as a source of income by showing some games in the streets or using the elephant in the circus, and by that way the beggar used the elephant for income, and one day he was a rich guy. So from this, and obviously on the other side we can see that the owner was very much upset and very much sad that what he will do now, because the only source of income was the elephant. So from this story we understand that never ever underestimate anyone, whether he is means in a very very low condition or whether he is very rich or very poor. Never ever underestimate anybody. So this is my direction to the story. So next I will request Anuj Kumar to give a different direction to the story.
Yeah, so when the elephant grown up, uh, one day his owner took him to the jungle to lift up some woods from the jungle. But then after some time, he realized that some people with guns in their hands are approaching towards him, and then they asked for the tusk of that elephant, but the owner refused to give him the but the owner refused to give him the t- t- tusk of the elephant, but and he also reported it to the jungle police of that area. But then he later got to know that they, they were the people were the jungle uh, from the jungle police, and all of them was planning to sell that just to other countries. And when he got to know about this whole plan and this whole scam, he reported it to the city police. And then later, after the investigation, this city police got to know about the whole planning and about the whole mafia of this gang, and they caught him. That's my story, and that's what I made in this span of time.
Okay, very well. Thank you, Anuj. Yes, you gave a totally unique touch to the story. Very well. Thank you, Anuj. Next, I will request Arpit 5012. I hope Arpit you have understood the round that is going on.
Yes. I have listened some of the stories. So I make my own story. So
Please tell.
can I start?
Yes, you can.
Yes. So one day a man bought a man bought a elephant, and he tie the elephant to a rope, and he also take good care of him. But that elephant was 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 not was not happy to be tied himself with a with 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 a rope, because he has some other dream, like he wanted to go 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 in an open jungle, and wanted to enjoy his life with others animals like him. But but because of the rope, he 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 could not full, 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 fulfill his dream. So one day he thought that uh, that he will break the rope, but at that time he was very small, and he don't have much strength in him. So 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 after many so after many attempts attempts he failed to do so, and he finally gave up. But one day he saw in his neighbor's house that that one that one one boy is that one boy is teasing the dog 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 of the neighbor. So, and that dog is tied to a rope. But when that but when that dog become became irritated, he finally break the rope and run after that boy. So after that inci- incident, the elephant think that if a small dog can break the rope, then he also can break the rope. So finally one day he got success in breaking the rope. Yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, very thank you, Arpit. Yes, you described the whole story with a different direction, and yes, your story was you give a bit of motivational touch in the story. So that was very nice. And the second point is that your calmness in the speech. Okay, that is very good because you are so much calm. You use the techniques. You are not forgetting to use the techniques. So that was very good. Very thank you, Arpit.
Yes.
Very thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Next, I will request Rahul Mukherjee da. Rahul da, please unmute your mic. Okay, Rahul da,
yes, I have.
Your aim is to give a different direction only at the ending. You don't have to tell the whole story. Okay, just give a different ending to the story. I hope you have understood.
Yeah.
Miss, have you listened to the stories?
Story can you say in short? I haven't heard from the first actually.
Yes, have you listened to the Arpit story? Okay.
Can I?
Okay, no. Okay.
Go after someone.
Okay. The story is yes. I will just I will just say a brief of the story. The story is there was a man.
Yeah.
There was a man who actually nurtured a baby elephant, and he fed the baby elephant, and he also tied a knot to the baby elephant. When the baby elephant grew up, he was obviously muscular, but in the mind there was a fear that he will not be able to break the knot. So when he was young as well as muscular, a small thread was just used to tie him, and he was unable to break the knot. So this is the story. And for the lifelong, that elephant stayed with the man. Okay? And this is the ending of the story. I am telling you that please give a different ending to the story. Please give a different direction to
Not
the
mean
story.
ये तो ये माने
Not means tie.
try with ये माने
Tie.
in
Yes, if you want time,
not free actually.
you just think. Yes. If you want time, you just think. Okay? Means I will give you a chance after some time. Okay? Okay. So I think all the members have got the opportunity to end the story with his or your views. So the round 2 has been completed, guys, and now it's time for round 3 because so in the round 3 we have the question answering round. It's the same round that we had every day. So any question related to any topic on any life issues or related to stammering or not, you can just discuss with us openly. Once a topic to be discussed here, you can please.
Yeah, Krishnandu, yeah.
Yes, please, Prakash Handy. Please, with a smile. Please.
Yeah, Krishnandu, what happened to that debate topic? Yeah, Krishnandu was famously known for that debate topic. Yeah, if Krishnandu meeting, that debate topic is a very special one. Picture perception.
Yes, that session I will conduct tomorrow, obviously.
Yeah.
And only picture perception test only will be there. Because that session needs some time. And actually I don't want me to rush in that session. Okay? Okay, Prakash Handy?
Yeah, Krishnandu, that now I want to give my self-introduction. Yeah, Krishnandu. Yeah, the thing is, you must watch my eye, okay? Eye, and you must laugh at my self-introductions, right? Laugh.
Laugh.
Yeah. This laugh I want.
Okay. So
yeah, because I want that uncomfortable situation to be a comfortable one. Okay.
So okay, just a small request to everybody. Please on your video. We will give the intro. Just laugh like hell. And please unmute your mic. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Myself Prakash from Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. I had completed my schoolings in Aikamada Matriculation Higher Secondary School, which is located in my district. After completion of my schoolings, then I pursued my undergraduation, Bachelor of Computer Application in Jamal Muhammad College. After completing of my undergraduation, then I pursued my post-graduation in the same college, that is a Master of Computer Application. After completion of both my undergraduation as well as my PG, then I work in 3 months in Kerala, in Kozhikode. After that, I feel monotonous in working in that company. And currently, I am preparing for the competitive examination. And my hobbies are practicing yoga and reading books. These are my concise introduction. Over to Krishnandu Garin. Yeah, man, thank you.
Okay, very good, Prakash Landy. And yes, very nice idea that you have given to me. And obviously, I will implement this idea in the forthcoming sessions with a very nice direction. Yes, very good, thank you, Prakash Landy. Yes, anybody else wants to discuss something or wants to tell something or wants to ask something out? Yes, please.
This is something weird that happened. Like, has it ever happened to you? Like, whenever you are wearing a mask in, in lockdown period or due to Corona, it has uh, it has decreased your confidence. And I mean, it is a support system that no one can see your face. In between, you are getting stuck. No one can see you, and that is actually deteriorating your, speaking fluency, and you are more and more getting stuck just because others can see you. So, I mean, your stammering is increasing, I would say.
Yes.
Actually, for me, it has
Yes, very, very true, Dipanjan. Yes. Second.
as a support system, but that actually harmed me. I mean, I am seeing that gradually when I am wearing the mask, I tend to stammer more. And just because others can see my face, I just it's that habit more and more. Like I am getting stuck more. So I don't know.
Yes. Yes, Dipanjan. It may happen by a bit because I remember that when you visited our physical SAGs, we had a lot of time to practice at voluntary and all, and as well as we had a great time to stammer in front of the strangers. At that time, what happened is that our fear of stammering in front of strangers, it actually withered out. But now we are getting more comfort. We are getting an opportunity to hide our mouth, and so that if by chance we get stuck like this, then we have mind that yes, nobody can see me, so that I am hiding my stammering. So I will tell you, just don't accept this mentality. Don't try to hide your stammering. If you can do one thing is that, yes, I can understand that wearing the mask is mandatory. At that situation, whether going to the market or not, you are not permitted to open the mask and talk. Okay. Just one thing you can do is that the voice, though he cannot see your face or mouth, but he can listen to your voice. Okay. So I will tell you that if you get the opportunity in a comfort situation, you just stammer loudly. In that situation, what will happen? That fear of stammering that you are trying to hide, that will wither out. And once that fear goes out, then this type of mentality will not be there. That since I'm wearing the mask, my stammering, or the person whom I am actually talking to is not understanding that I am a stammerer, that mentality will go. Because you have shown that you are a stammerer. So I think this is the solution to it. Okay? Because the point is that we are trying to hide my stammering problem. We are trying to hide. And since there is no way out to remove the mask and talk to the guy, so just use your voice to do the voluntary stammering. It's not mandatory that every time you have to do that voluntary stammering. Okay, it's not mandatory. Just do 1 or 2 times so that your mentality gets changed. Your mentality of that covering the mouth and hiding the stammering will just go. Okay, this is the thing. Because if I tell in my case, I also feel in many situations that I am trying to hide my stammering. In that situation, what I do is that I actually love the voluntary technique. I knowingly stammer, and if I do that, and if I knowingly stammer in front of stranger, that fear of stammering will just go out, and all the mentality will change. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Krishnanand, yeah.
So this is the thing I just want to tell. Yes, Prakash, and please tell.
Yeah, Krishnanand, that though I am comfortable while I get self-introduction by all the persons, but currently I give the self-introduction by seeing that all the persons expression. My phone was so shaking that all the persons are laughing at me. I feel so nervous. Yeah, I find the difference between that that all the person in a gentle way and all the person laughing at me, and they are try to humiliate. Yeah, like that. In that my I have taken that in my obsession, and then I give my self introduction. Means I feel so nervous while I am giving that self introduction. My phone was so shaky. I control that one hand with that other hand. Oh, control, calm down, like that. I think I have to face that this situation more and more. What's your opinion about that?
Yes. See, Prakash, at first, before answering your question, I will tell you one thing. That suppose you are riding a bike, okay, and when riding a bike, you have to get a turn. In that turn, if you try in opposite direction with the turn, means, for example, this is the bike, and you have to turn in this direction. If you don't tilt in this direction, and if you try to tilt in the opposite direction and turn in that round, then you will obviously fall. But if you tilt in this direction only and take the round, then you will not fall. So what I am trying to say is that the basic problem of a stammering guy is to hide. Whatever is making you fearful, whatever is making you that if you stammer or what the people will think, whatever we try to hide, then there will be problem. Don't try to hide anything. Just be open. If someone is laughing, you also laugh. Yes, I am a stammerer. Yes, I am a stammerer. Whatever. But except in such a way that you are a stammerer, means take that think that you are actually playing a role and you are making them laugh. Don't take it in any negativity, in any negative way, because a stammerer, it's not that a stammerer can't do anything in life. There are many examples. The stammerer has done many things. I will also tell you the example of the great politician who was a stammerer. And I think in the PISA move, there is one video of the stammerer. And he was a very famous politician. And you know what that the politician actually faces. He has to speak every day. He has to speak at every time. But he is stammering like hell. But he is a successful politician. So it's not that if you are fluent only, then you can do things. Don't try to hide anything. Whenever you will try to hide anything, that you have the fear. If you don't try to hide anything, you will be fearless. And if you become fearless, then there is no problem and no issue. Okay.
And
so this is the thing for us.
Tell me one thing. How much does what does the role of confidence play in this stammering? Because there are times and there are days when you haven't achieved anything in that day and everything is going the other way, and so this lowers the confidence level. So and also increases this stammering in my voice. So how to tackle this and how to always be in confidence every time?
Okay. See, Anuj, this question, if I tell about, in my case, what I do is that, yes, there are times when you fail in every situation and when you are down in every situation. Obviously, your self-confidence is shattered like hell. Yes, this situation will come, and this type of situation is very much necessary to develop the skill of self-motivation. Always, actually in my case, I believe that everything happens for my own good. If you can do that, it's obviously a very good thing because it will help you in many situations. The situation may be bad, the situation may be good. You have to accept and believe that yes, everything happens for my own good. Though for that situation, it may not be in your side, but on the future. you will feel that deed or that type of bad situation or circumstance happened due to some reason. This is the first thing. And the second thing is that why you get demotivated. At first, you answer me this question: why? What is making you demotivated all the time? Is that the humiliation, or is that the people who are actually surrounding us and telling us that, hey, you are a failure, you can't do anything? Or is that you who is actually telling you that I can't do anything because you don't have any belief in yourself? What is the reason? I am asking you, Anuj.
Yeah, so the reason is not the people, because now they don't humiliate me or torture me for this problem. But there are other fields in which I tried but I failed. So I think that is the reason that that self-belief is not coming in my mind, and I'm trying my best to overcome this. But there are times that I think that I am not capable of this, and if I have got this, that then I don't belong to this, or I have achieved this with very harsh, with very hard work, but others have achieved it easier. So I think these are some reasons which makes me feel low and start this stammering increases rapidly.
Okay, Anuj. Yes, I know that about the interview experience. Yes, Nisit ji wants to tell something.
हमें तो पहले
Yes, please,
हाँ,
please tell. Yes.
अनुज जी से कहना चाहूंगा, हमें स्टेमरर को पहले तो दिमाग में ये बैठा देना है, हम चाहे स्टेमर करते हैं लेकिन हम क्राइम नहीं कर रहे हैं, किसी का कुछ नुकसान नहीं कर रहे हैं। अगर हम स्टेमर कर रहे हैं तो हम हमारे खुद की वो तकलीफ है, हम उसकी वजह से हम किसी का नुकसान नहीं कर रहे, तो हमें कुछ भी डरने की जरूरत नहीं है। हमें बिंदास स्टेमर करना है, हम जैसे भी बोलते हैं वैसे बोलना है। मैं अपना पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस बताना चाहूंगा। मतलब ये अभी तो बोलना इजी है कि हमें एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए, लेकिन रियल लाइफ में थोड़ा एक्सेप्ट करना बहुत इजी नहीं होता है। मैं अभी भी फुल्ली 100% एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ मेरी स्टेमरिंग। तो मेरे एक एक्सपीरियंस था, बहुत ही मेरे दिल में बैठ गया था वो एक्सपीरियंस। तो मैं हमारे ऑफिस में हम बैठे थे, कुछ लोग हमारे सीनियर लोग थे, हमारे प्यून था, हमारे स्वीपर थे, मेरे जूनियर थे। तो ऐसे में अचानक मेरे सीनियर सर ने मुझे एक क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया और मैं उसका जवाब नहीं दे सका, बिल्कुल ब्लॉक हो गया, पूरा फुल स्टैमर, कुछ भी नहीं बोल सका। तो मेरे ऊपर देखते हमारे प्यून, हमारे कंपनी का स्वीपर थे, वो मुझे देख के इतना हंसे, 2 दिन तक हंसे मुझे मेरे स्टैमरिंग के। तो उस बात को लेके मुझे बहुत 2 दिन तक रात को नींद भी नहीं आई। मैंने सोचा मैं ऐसा बोल पा रहा हूँ, वो प्यून जैसा लोग, स्वीपर जैसे लोग मेरे पे हंस रहे हैं। तो ऐसा इंसिडेंट मेरे दिल में 2 दिन तक मैं सोचता रहा। तो बाद में मैंने डिसाइड किया, तो ऐसे सोचते रहने से कुछ नहीं होगा, हमें कुछ ना कुछ प्रैक्टिस करनी है और उसके साथ साथ हमें स्टैमरिंग को एक्सेप्ट ही करना है। अगर अकेले कुछ भी हम एक्सरसाइज करेंगे या स्पीच थेरेपी, स्पीच प्रैक्टिस जैसे कि प्रोलोंगेशन, बाउंसिंग, अकेले करने से कुछ होने वाला नहीं है। उसके साथ साथ हमें एक्सेप्ट भी करना है कि हम स्टैमर करेंगे, लेकिन अगर कोई सामने वाला कुछ भी बोले, कहे, हंसे हमारे पर, तो हमें दिल पे नहीं लेना है। हमें बिंदास जैसे हो वैसे बोलना है और हमें आगे बढ़ते रहना है। तो वो हमें हमारे जीवन का एक पार्ट समझ के हमें आगे बढ़ना ही होगा और उससे हम रिकवर हो जाएंगे 100%। That's all.
Okay, very thank you, Nisit ji, for the wonderful views. Yes, very thank you. See, Anuj, I just want to tell you one thing, that at this point of time, you have obviously achieved many things in your life. It's not that It is big. You are alive. That's also a gift. Okay. So if I tell, because in a celebrity workshop also, Mr. Sachin sir has told me that one thing to how to change the mind from the negativity to the positivity things. Follow a diary. Follow a diary. Just every day you write what are the good things that has happened to you. It may not be very big. Okay. Small things you can just write. For example, you are going for a bath and it's actually very cold. You're on the geyser. When you were going to the bath, at that point of time, the current was there and it was not out. So you were lucky that you have got to bath with the hot water. That is also a good thing. Write that good thing. Right. So what happens is that when you write for 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 5 days, or suppose you have attended today's session and you have given a wonderful speech and I have also given you very good a compliment. You just write on the diary. So what happens is that after 1 month or after a few weeks, when you will get demotivated due to something, you just open the diary and see. All the good deeds, all the good things, all the good experience will be there. And your mind will completely change. So this will help you to change your mind from the negativity to the positivity. And I know that till this point of time you have achieved many things. Obviously you are doing some course in IIT Delhi, I think.
Yeah.
IIT Delhi, no?
Yes.
Yes. So how many persons get chance in that college? How many persons? That's obviously a very good college. So see, if there is no failure, if there is no bad situation, if there is no bad circumstances, then the flavor of success will not be much. It's very tasteful. So enjoy. Failure happens. In this world, nobody is there who faces the failure. Everybody has to face the failure at some point of time. Okay. So I will request you to use the diary technique. Okay. It will definitely help you because for a stammerer at the beginning, we all have this negativity in our mind, and obviously my mind was so much full of negativity. And also you have heard the story what I have done. So that type of negativity is instilled in our mind. Okay. You have to just change the perspective. And how to change the perspective? That is the solution. That is the diary. Okay. Some days, some weeks, you will definitely feel the change. Okay, then. So that's the thing, Anuj.
Yeah.
And one thing I will tell you, Anuj, in our Telegram channel or in our Bengal group, there are many members who stammers a lot. And also there are many guys who actually message me in a Telegram also that he's telling me, sir, I am very much nervous and I am also very much fearful to join the session. But you are taking the step. You have the guts to face us, to face your audience. You have the guts to accept your stammering in front of us. So obviously see in that perspective. Okay. You have to develop the skill of self motivation. Okay, so that's the thing, Anuj. Okay, very thank you, Anuj, for the wonderful question. Next, anyone? Okay. Next, anyone wants to ask something or discuss some topic?
Yeah, I want to. So like I just want to ask this thing. Like
yes, please.
Recently, I have been using this technique, voluntary stammering. So, but then while I'm using that, I feel that I am unable to control it. Okay. So when I start to stutter, I feel like it's going on. I don't feel like I am controlling my stutter. Is this what happened?
Sarath, I just want to tell you, in what situation have you tried this voluntary technique at first?
At first, I have tried with myself while I am alone. Then slowly I've used with my sister. Yeah.
Okay. See, voluntary technique is that only. You have to be uncontrolled to stammer. Freely stammer. Voluntary stammer is not that by you have to control your stammering. It's not like that. Be uncontrolled. Okay. And the second point is that don't try at first with any person physically. I will suggest you to try that technique in a phone call, just with a customer care who is bound to hear you and who is bound to give you respect. Okay. Just try with that at first. Try that voluntary technique because they will hear you. Okay. Try with that at first. Then you give me. After that, you tell me what is happening. So that what happens is that when you try in the phone call, you get accustomed. After being accustomed, then you try with your sister. And after being accustomed with your sister also, then you go to the market and all, and try one-to-one conversation, not in a crowd. Okay. At first, try one-to-one, and then when you get mastered in one-to-one also, then try one-to-many. So I have done one-to-one, and my next aim is to try with one-to-many. So that's the thing. So I am also learning and growing with this. So very thank you, Sarat Chandra for the wonderful question. Okay. Next, anybody wants to discuss something, or else I will give chance to Rahulda to explain the story, to give a different ending. Yes, I hope everybody. Okay. So next, I will request Rahulda to give a different end to the story, and then we will end the session. Yes, Rahulda, please unmute your mic. Please don't delay. Yes, please. Yes.
Yes. So the elephant was tied with the with rope by the master, by his master, so he couldn't go away in his early age, and master took care on him, care about him. But when the elephant grew, he saw that various other elephants are passing by in the jungle. In that, he also wanted to be free like them and roam like them to the jungle. He pleaded his master very much, and at the end, master became ready to leave him alone in the forest. So the elephant went away to the forest. Few years later, the elephant had a baby. The elephant had a baby in her stomach, and he went to there was nobody to help her around. And then at that time, she went to a village and asked for some food. Then the villagers were so much cruel that they uh, fed some crackers into a fruit pineapple and fed him that. Seeing the food, obviously the elephant was quite happy, but after having it, uh, he understood that there are crackers inside it, and his stomach was burning, and she went to a pond trying to cool his stomach, but he failed and he died with his uh, baby in his stomach. So that's the story of the elephant, and that's a story of animal cruelty, uh, which we saw a few days back in Kerala. So that's my story. I thank you.
Okay, very thank you, Rahul. Yes, it was a very cool story and obviously a real story. So you obviously gave emotional touch to the story. Very thank you, Rahul, for the wonderful story. And you are also very calm while narrating the story. So that's a very good thing. And also try to join the meeting
Yes,
at
yes, I
time.
will
Please, Rahul. Yes. Okay.
definitely.
So yes, guys, it's time to end the session. And one thing before ending the session, I just want to tell you guys, yes, there will be many points of life when people will laugh at our stammering. Obviously, in my case, my family members even has laughed about my stammering, and I I also remember when I tried my voluntary stammering in front of my father, he laughed like hell. So there will be many situations in life that will happen. So why these people laugh? There are two reasons to it. First reason, he is not aware of stammering. He don't have any idea about what the stammering is. And the second part is that he is immature. A mature guy will never ever laugh at any difficulties that a person is facing in his life. Okay. So always remember that if a person is laughing at your stammering, either he is not aware of that stammering or he is just immature or stubborn like that. So don't take seriously to that person's. Okay, this is the thing. Because I also believe this. There are two reasons only. So you also believe that, and don't be shy. Just be ruthless, because you have came alone in this world. You have to go alone in this world. Many experiences will be there in your life. Some bad, some good. All are part of life. But since you are alive, don't waste your life by thinking that you are a stammerer. Do something, because unless you do something in your life, this world will not remember you. So be that type of self-motivated, and so that's the thing. So very, very thank you guys for joining today's digital session and making a successful and wonderful one. And obviously this session is a recorded one. I will just post the link on our Telegram channel. And also, if you want to know the importance of voluntary technique or how to be a fearless stammerer, I have just posted a video on my YouTube channel, and my name of the YouTube channel is the Stammerer Krishnendu, whatever name you are seeing on my screen. So if you want, you can just have a watch to the video. So that's the thing. So very, very thank you guys for joining today's session. And tomorrow we will have a session that is picture perception test, and with that, with a new agenda. Okay. So bye bye guys. Stay safe. Stay safe at home. Bye bye. Very, very thank you for joining the session.
Thank you. Good night.